Hmm? Tell me once again. All okay? Good. Fine. Let everyone join. Till then, you tell me what was the last point that we were doing. Hmm? What was the last point? Huh. We were solving example. Okay. Examples. Fine. All right. So we will wait for 1 minute and then we'll start. Okay. Hope all of you have completed all the homeworks and started to solve the additional questions. मॉड्यूलच्या क्वेश्चनचे सोल्युशन्स पण ऑलरेडी प्रोव्हाइड केलेले आहेत. ओके. If you have any doubt in any question, you can first refer to that solution. Okay. All right. So fine. So guys, let us start with the question that we were left with. I think which question number it was? 35, right? Question number 35. Calculations for adiabatic process. Initial situation was given something like this. Initial situation was given something like this. Do the calculation along with me. Okay, there was initially some piston which was held in such a way that left part had pressure equal to P0, right part had pressure equal to 8 times P0, left part had volume equal to 5 times V0, right portion had volume equal to simply V0, and now we just release this piston or release this separating wall, and what will happen? The piston will either move leftward or rightward depending upon the direction of the net force. Okay, we know that here the pressure is higher, so this gas will exert more force, and this gas will exert less force. Area is same. Area is same. So this force will be more. This force will be less. Piston will move in this direction. The process will continue till the pressures become equal. So finally, the situation will become. Finally, situation will become something like this. This piston, let's say it has moved like this. This volume is V nu 1, and this volume is V nu of the second part. This is first part, this is second part. Here we will be having new pressure. Here we will be having new pressure, but no need to call this as 1 and 2. Actually, these two pressures are going to be equal. Okay, fine. And the process is adiabatic. And this process is adiabatic. This process is also adiabatic. Fine, sir. So what are the equations that we can write? The equations that we can write are like this. P1 V1 for this portion of the gas, for this compartment of the gas. Okay. For this compartment of the gas, what we can write? Sir, we can write P0 5 V0 raised to gamma, P1 V1 raised to gamma is equal to P2 V2 raised to gamma. P nu 1, then V nu 1 raised to gamma. Yes sir, we can write this. Call this as equation number 1. Gamma value we are already given. Gamma value for the gas we are already given as 1.5, or you may take it as 3/2. Okay, taking 3/2 makes it easy. Okay, taking it 3/2 makes the calculation easy. Okay, how that calculation becomes easy, we'll see. Now for this compartment of the gas, this compartment is expanding adiabatically. This is adiabatic expansion, and this compartment is compressing adiabatically. So this is adiabatic compression. Okay, sir. So for this compartment, P1 V1 raised to gamma is equal to P2 V2 raised to gamma. Similarly, P1 8 times P0, V1 V0, P1 V1 raised to gamma is equal to P2 V2 raised to gamma, means final pressure into final volume raised to gamma. Call this as equation number 2. But we know that finally the pressures are going to be equal, only then piston is going to stop. So what we will write? P nu 1 and P nu 2, first compartment and second compartment pressure, are ultimately finally going to be equal. Now taking ratio of 1 and 2, P0 P0, V0 raised to gamma, V0 raised to gamma gets cancelled. Here we get 5 raised to gamma divided by this 8 is equal to P nu 1 P nu 2 gets cancelled because they are equal. V nu 1 V nu 2, V nu 1 divided by V nu 2 raised to gamma, bracket complete, raised to gamma. Now let us get rid of this raised to gamma. If there is raised to gamma and you want to get rid of the raised to gamma, then you will take gamma root. Just like if there is square, you will take square root. If there is cube, you will take cube root. So if there is gamma in the index, you will take gamma root. Gamma root means 1 by gamma. So 5 raised to gamma divided by 8 whole raised to gamma root. Gamma root means whole raised to 1 upon gamma on the left hand side. Similarly, V nu 1 divided by V nu 2 whole raised to gamma, and again this whole raised to 1 upon gamma. Taking gamma root on both the side, taking square root on both the side, just like that, taking gamma root on both the side. Sir, index of index is multiplication of index. 5 raised to gamma, gamma into 1 by gamma is gamma into 1 by gamma is 1. So 5 raised to 1 divided by 8 raised to 1 by gamma as it is. 8 raised to 1 by gamma as it is equal to gamma raised to 1 upon index of index is multiplication of index. So gamma into 1 by gamma is 1. So here we get V nu 1 divided by V nu 2, and now we get rid of gamma. Now we will put the value of gamma as 3 by 2. Now we will put the value of gamma as 3 by 2, and then we'll see what equation we get. Now we will see what equation we will get. The equation will be 5 divided by 8 raised to gamma is 3 by 2. 1 by gamma will be 2 by 3. Gamma is 3 by 2. 1 by gamma will be 3 by 2. Sorry. Gamma is 3 by 2. 1 by gamma will be 2 by 3. 2 by 3. Fine. Next, V nu 1 divided by V nu 2 is equal to V nu 1 divided by V nu 2. Okay. Now raised to 1 by 3 means cube root and raised to 2 means square. Now 8 raised to 1 by 3 is 2. 8 raised to 1 by 3 is 2. Cube root of 8 is 2. 1 by 3 means cube root. Cube root of 8 is 2 and 2 square is 4. So 5 upon 4 is equal to V nu 1 divided by V nu 2. Okay, sir. Fine. So this is the equation number 3 that we have with us. Now we have one equation and two variables. Two variables are V nu 1 and V nu 2. Now we need to find out one more equation in terms of V nu 1 and V nu 2, and that we know by volume conservation. Total volume of the cylinder will remain constant. So total final volume will be what? V nu 1 plus V nu 2 is equal to total initial volume. Initially first compartment had a volume equal to 5 times V0. Second compartment had a volume equal to V0. So that is equal to 6 times V0. This is equation number 4. Okay, now you have two equations. And two unknowns, V nu 1 and V nu 2. So are we able to solve V nu 1 and V nu 2? You people reply me in the chat box. Convinced or not? I hope this question is clear to all of you. आता मी सगळा क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करून दाखवला. Now you try to understand it, try to get it, and then let me know in the chat box convinced, not convinced. Huh? Good. It was a little bit tricky, but now we know method to solve such kind of questions. Good. Now you people tell me what are the new calculations? बोला बाळांनो, what are the new calculations? After solving 3 and 4, solve this equation 3 and 4. V new 1 ची व्हॅल्यू कॅल्क्युलेट करा, याच्यामध्ये सबस्टिट्यूट करा. टेल मी द व्हॅल्यू इन टर्म्स ऑफ V0. After solving equation 3 and 4, after solving equation 3 and 4 simultaneously, V new 1 is equal to how many times V0? Something upon something is also okay. V new 2 will be equal to how much? Tell me. Solve करा बाळांनो. Put. Good. Answers येत आहेत. Very good. Everyone. दोन इक्वेशन बाळांनो सॉल्व करता यायला पाहिजे तुम्हाला. सर मदत करणार नाही. V new 1. Calculate V new 1 from the first equation, put it in the second, get the value of V new 2. Two equations to unknown. A very easy task for you. Everyone. How many times V0? अरे बोला. What is V new 1? How many times V0? अलग ना है. Tell me. Ten by 3. Check whether you get the correct answer or not. 10 by 3. And here, what will be the answer? Here, What will be the answer? One by 3. What is the answer here? Remaining volume. Remaining volume will be what? 6 times V0 minus 10 by 3 times V0. 18 minus 10 is 12. 12 by 3. No, 18 minus 10 is 8. 18 minus 10 is 8. So that becomes 8 by 3. Now reply me in the chat box, everyone. Is this clear to all of you or not? 8 by 3. Correct. 8 by 3. Check if this clear to all of you or not. करा calculation. नुसतं बसू नका. Fine. So now tell me how to calculate the new pressure. How to calculate new pressure? How to calculate new pressure? We can use this equation. Initially pressure in the first compartment. Initially it was P0. Volume was 5 times V0 raised to gamma is equal to P new 1 into V new 1 raised to gamma. Okay, now we have the value of volume. Okay, we have the value of volume. Let's put it and let us try to find out the answer. So P0, 5 times V0 raised to gamma. Gamma is 3 by 2, 1.5. P nu 1 we want to calculate, multiplied by V nu 1. What is V nu 1? 10 by 3 times V0. Okay, sir. 10 by 3 times V0 raised to gamma. Gamma is 3 by 2. Yes, sir. Now, this V raised to 3 by 2, V raised to 3 by 2 gets cancelled. So, inside the bracket, you can cancel the V0. But this 3 raised to, but this raised to 3 by 2 and raised to 3 by 2 will remain as it is. This will get cancelled. Yes, sir. Now 5 raised to 3 by 2. 5 raised to 3 by 2 is what? 5 raised to 3 by 2, or let us keep it as it is. What you can do is this. See, you want P nu 1. So write down P nu 1. Write down P nu 1 as it is. This P0 as it is. This 5 raised to 3 by 2 as it is. Divided by this 10 raised to 10 by 3 raised to 3 by 2. 10 by 3 raised to 3 by 2 will go into the denominator. So 10 by 3 raised to 3 by 2 will go into the denominator. Raised to 3 by 2, raised to 3 by 2 common in the index. So 5 divided by 10 upon 3 whole raised to 3 by 2, whole raised to 3 by 2, that will become P0. This 3 in the numerator, that will become 15 upon 10 raised to 3 by 2 is equal to P0. 15 upon 10 is 3 by 2. 3 by 2 raised to 3 by 2. Now 3 by 2, 3 by 2 will not get cancelled, okay? Don't do any kind of silly mistake. Okay, fine. So 3 by 2 raised to 3. And then we have to take the square root as well. So 3 by 2 raised to 3. So 3 raised to 3 is 27. 2 raised to 3 is 8. And then we have to take the square root of this. So that will become P0 and square root of 27 upon 8. Now let us divide it by 8. Let us divide this 27 by 8. What will be that value? 8 ने divide करा आणि सांगा 27 upon 8 किती येते बा? बोला. What is 27 upon 8? Do the calculation and tell me the answer. Three. Point. Three point what? 27 upon 8. 3.3. मी लिहिलं मला सांगू नका. पुढचं सांगा. 3.375. Okay, 3.375 raised to what? Raised to 1 by 2. Okay. आता मला स्क्वेअर रूट काढून दाखवायचं. स्क्वेअर रूट काढून दाखवा. For NEET, this much answer is enough. But still, we will calculate the square root of this also. Not a big task. 3.37 raised to 1 by 2. Not a big task. Square root काढा जसं बाळून. 3.37 च्या क्लोजर कुठलं स्क्वेअर रूट आहे चेक करा. और 337 च्या क्लोजर कोणतं स्क्वेअर रूट आहे? 1.86. Let's see if it is right or wrong. What is the square of 18? 18 square is what? 19 square is what? And 20 square is what? Sir, 20 square is 400. So 2.0 square will be 4.00. 19 square is 18 square is 1.8 square is 3.24. 19 square is 361. Yes, sir. Here we have 3.37. Here we have 3.24 and 61. Here we have 3.24 and 3.61. So answer must be lying in between 1.8 and 1.9. 1.8 and 1.9. So we will approximately go with the middle value, that 1.85. Okay, 1.85. So that's going to be answer. Okay, reply me in the chat box everyone. Are you convinced? 3.37. 337 कुठे येईल बा? 3.24 आणि 3.61 च्या in between. So approximate value 1.85. Everyone reply in the chat box. Now this question is done. More close to 1.8. तसंही झालेल. But I will take it approximately as 1.85. Excuse me. Fine. So is this question done now? इथपर्यंत बाळांनो परीक्षेला सिलेबस जो काय होता त्याचे क्वेश्चन्स आपले सगळे सॉल्व्ह करून झालेले आहेत. Now whatever further things that we are going to learn in the today's lecture will not be there in the exam. Up to this, the things will be in the exam. All the sorts of questions, examples, types we have covered. Fine. So now we will move on to the next part. Okay. And the next part is just write down a note. Write down a note. Just like there is isothermal process, just like there adiabatic process, isobaric process, isochoric process, all the processes are nothing but a type of a general process called as polytropic process. General thermodynamic process is called as a polytropic process. Okay, so write down a note on this. Polytropic process. Polytropic process. Okay, the polytropic process may not be isobaric process, may not be isothermal process, may be polytropic process can be thought of as a adiabatic process, can be thought of as a isothermal process. Now what I am saying is something like this. Try to understand. Polytropic process is a general type of process which can fit into the any other type, or it may be a different type. जुन्या मागच्या कुठल्याही टाइप मध्ये फिट होऊ शकते, or it can be a different type also. Fine, let us try to understand. Polytropic process चं state equation असेल, state equation will say that PV raised to x is equal to constant. PV raised to x is equal to constant. Now this x is called as polytropic index. X is called as polytropic index. Just like in the adiabatic process, guys, we have PV raised to gamma equal to constant, and gamma is called as adiabatic index. Just like that, this x is any general index which can be equal to gamma, which may not be equal to gamma, which can be equal to 1. If this is 1, then P into V is equal to constant. If x is equal to 1, then PV raised to 1 equal to constant means PV equal to constant. It can be thought of as a isothermal process also if this x is equal to 1. And if any of the conditions are not satisfied, then this is a new type of process other than isobaric, other than isothermal, other than isochoric, other than adiabatic. It will be a new type. So polytropic process. So it is polytropic process. Okay, sir, fine. So is this concept clear to all of you? Reply me in the chat box. Polytropic process is a process which satisfies a relation like this, PV raised to x equal to constant. General type. Is that clear? Everyone shall reply now. Is that clear? Yes. Now what can be the possible values of work done and heat for the polytropic process? Let us try to write down. Work done in the polytropic process. Just like PV raised to gamma, we have PV raised to x. Just like PV raised to gamma, we have PV raised to x. And it is a process which is being carried out on the ideal gas. It is a process which is being carried out on the ideal gas. So again, it is following the basic equation PV equal to nRT. So just like PV raised to gamma, first equation we have, and the second equation PV is equal to nRT. It means that, sir, the formula of work done will be similar to adiabatic process. So formula of the work done will be something like this. P1 V1 minus P2 V2 upon gamma minus 1. Just like that. P1 V1 minus P2 V2. Instead of saying gamma minus 1, say x minus 1. P1 V1 minus P2 V2 upon, instead of saying gamma minus 1, say x minus 1. But sir, PV is equal to nRT. So P1 V1 is equal to what? nRT1. See, the sequence is 1 and 2, not 2 and 1. Not final minus initial, initial minus final it is. nRT1 minus nRT2. P1 V1 means what? nRT1. P2 V2 means what? nRT2 divided by x minus 1. But sir, generally people don't like to write formula like this. They want T2 minus T1 in the equation. So take minus sign common. Yes. Minus NR into bracket. Now this T2 initially was negative, will become positive because we have taken minus common, and this T1 will become negative. So answer will be what? Minus NR delta T minus NR delta T upon x minus 1. So these are the possible ways to find out the work done in polytropic process just by replacing gamma in the process of adiabatic. Sorry, just by replacing the gamma in adiabatic process. Is that clear? Reply me in the chat box, everyone. समझ लगा बाळांनो? If you know adiabatic process, polytropic process is not a big deal for you. Very simple thing. Just replace gamma by x. That's it. Next step, you get the answer. Okay, sir. Now, sir, what about the heat exchange? Yes, very simple thing. See, for any process, heat is defined as, or heat exchange can be written as NC delta T. NC delta T. This is applicable all the times. This is general formula. This is applicable every time. If the heat is supplied at constant pressure, you will write QP, you will write CP. If the heat is supplied at constant volume, you will write QV, you will write CV. If the heat is supplied at constant temperature, you will write QT and CT. That's it. This is general formula. So this is applicable for polytropic process also. NC delta T. Now you may find out the relation between C, CP and CP. But for that, what you need to do? You might need to do this. Or let us first write down this equation only. इथपर्यंत झालं? इथपर्यंत झाल्यानंतर just write down the equation for the Q of the polytropic process. Then complete that note. Then just complete that note. Okay. Fine. So make this formula a square bracket. C of the polytropic process will be given to you. You may derive the equation relating C, CP and CV. Okay, that can be done. But how to do that? We can write the equations, 2 equations, 2 unknown, or 3 equations, 3 unknown, and then we can get that answer also. Okay, right now we will not do that. कारण ते उगाच सेपरेटली काय पाठ करायची गरज नाहीये. पाठ झालं तर ठीक आहे. डायरेक्ट इक्वेशन मिळत असेल ऍक्सेप्ट पण करू शकता. बट फॉर टाइम बिंग वी विल ऍक्सेप्ट दिस जनरल इक्वेशन. ओके, फाइन. Now come to the page number 94. Module page number 94. There are other things which are given in this chart also. Let me check if there is any extra thing. Sorry, there are some table, some table is there. There is some table given. Let us see if all the quantities in that table we know or we do not know. On the page number 94, first law of thermodynamics applied to different processes. Delta Q, delta U and delta W. Okay, delta Q, delta U and delta W for cyclic process, isochoric process, isothermal, adiabatic, isobaric, polytropic. Okay, they have made one chart. We will also make one chart. We'll see if there is any extra thing given in that chart or all the things we just already know. Let's make a chart. Then they have made some chart like this. They have written here process. Okay. Then they have written delta Q, delta U, delta W. They should have written, let's write delta Q, delta U, and finally they have written delta W. Okay, no issues. Let's make a chart. What is the first process? The first process they have written cyclic process. Okay, cyclic process. तर cyclic process. For cyclic process we cannot directly write delta q, but we can 100% write delta u. Delta u, and here they have written delta q is equal to delta w, but directly we cannot do that. What we can do for cyclic process, we can write delta u equal to 0 and delta w is area enclosed inside PV curve. And now you can say q is equal to delta u plus w. Now you can say q is equal to delta u plus w, and from that relation what you can see, u is 0, delta u plus delta w equal to delta q. So now you can write here delta w. This is what should be done. This should be the sequence. Okay, this should be the sequence. Fine. Next is isochoric. Next is isochoric. For isochoric, what we can 100% write is this. What we can 100% write is this. What we can write is this also. Not immediately. We can write this. Isochoric process. This. And delta u, or heat is supplied at constant volume. So heat can be directly written like this. But this is a always wala formula for delta u. Try to understand. This is always wala formula for delta u, and right now heat is being supplied at constant volume, so heat can also be written as NCV delta T. Basically what we should write here is q is equal to delta u plus w. W is 0, delta u should be written as it is. So let's write it like this. And this is always wala formula for delta u. I hope it is clear. And now you may write equal to NCV delta T. Okay, and हे सगळं आपण ऑलरेडी केलेलं आहे. We are having one recap on all the things. Okay, you just try to observe and write it. Next is what they have written, isothermal. Let's see, can we write this chart on our own?